Today I will be doing the Cozy Autumn book tag. Anyway, so this book tag is created by the book Belle, and I will leave her original video in a card over in the corner here, so if you want to check it out, just go and click on the link on the screen, and it will take you to her original video. Now, I believe there are 10 questions in this book tag, so I'll just jump right into the questions. Alright, so question number 1 is, what book always reminds you of autumn? Or the cover always reminds you of autumn and fall. And so Orange, Volume 1, with the trees, all the different colors in the background, and their uniforms, they're wearing jackets, and it's not super heavy jackets, I don't know. Orange, complete collection, Volume 1 by, is it Ichigo Takano? A manga. This is a manga series following Naho, who just recently befriends one of the newest classmates in her class, whose name is Kakeru, and she gets a letter from her future self saying that if she doesn't do things differently in 1 year, Kakeru will be dead. So it's her trying to keep up with these letters that she's receiving from herself to do things differently and hopefully not let Kakeru be dead in a year. And it also follows a second timeline that is 10 years into the future. Okay, so question number 2, what book cover reminds you of fall? Now for that, I don't have a physical copy on me, but it is Uprooted by Naomi Novik, and this is a fantasy standalone that follows a girl who is one of the girls that gets essentially sacrificed or given to this magician called the Dragon, who lives in a tower. He protects the area, but he requires a young girl to come and stay with him an X amount of years. He needs a new one each time, and so the main character is one of the girls that is chosen to go and live with him. It is a very slow burn romance, and honestly one of my favorite standalone fantasies of all time. Okay, and so question number 3 is, what is your favorite autumnal drink? My personal favorite is apple cider. Hot apple cider is the perfect fall/autumn drink for me. I would normally answer coffee, but I only drink coffee usually once a day, and so I'm not only just reading one time during the day, so apple cider would be my favorite fall drink to drink in the fall whilst reading. Question number 4 is, do you prefer to read early in the morning or late at night? And I personally prefer not necessarily to read super early in the morning, because I'm usually at work or getting ready for work, so I don't have time to do that. So I guess at night before I go to bed, but that's not really late at night because I go to bed at like 9:30, 10. So just when I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'll read for like an hour before I actually go to bed. So I guess late at night is the answer to that question. So question number 5, Halloween is coming. What is your favorite spooky read? Now, I don't know if this necessarily counts as a spooky read, but at the time I was reading it certainly seemed spooky. So it is In the Shadow of Blackbirds by Kat Winters, and this book follows a girl who is living in the time of World War I, and her best friend gets conscripted to the army for the United States, and a year later or so, he ends up dead. And what's interesting about the main character is that she is a model for her best friend's. His brother is a photographer of paranormal photographs, and for some reason, ghosts seem to show up more often than not when she models for his photos. So it's got a paranormal aspect, and one day she believes she sees her best friend's ghost, and so she is trying to solve the mystery of how he died. So question number 6 is, what is your favorite comfort read for fall? And for that, it's always going to be the Percy Jackson The Olympian series by Rick Riordan. The first book, The Lightning Thief, follows a young boy named Percy Jackson who has ADHD and dyslexia, and he's starting at this new school, and he's going on a field trip when I think it's his English teacher, or is it his math teacher? Oh yeah, when his math teacher turns into a mythological creature called a Fury and attacks him and asks him where he is storing the lightning bolt. Now, he has absolutely no idea what this monster is asking about. He has no clue what he is being accused of, and this whole story just takes place from there. Alright, so question number 7 is, what is your favorite autumnal snack? Now, mine personally is pumpkin pie. So, question 8, what is your favorite candle scent to burn in the autumn? Now, I don't know if this is specific to fall because I'm not a huge candle burner. I don't like make my way through seasonal stuff very often, but the one I have set to burn now is eucalyptus mint. It smells really good. I love earthy, fresh scents. Question number 9. What is your favorite activity to do in the fall aside from reading? Now, I am a really big walker and hiker, so I'm just going to say hiking here. All right, so question number 10 are what are some books that are on your fall TBR? Now, I have a few. So I have The Call by Pater O'Gillen, and this book has been on my TBR for forever. It follows a young girl who I think has cerebral palsy, and she's thrown into this dangerous game called The Call, and she has to escape with her life. So it's got a lot of spooky Halloweeny psychological thriller vibes, and I've heard a lot of people enjoyed this well enough. It's super short, so hopefully I'll be able to get to it in the fall. And the next book is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I've already picked this up once to try reading it in the summertime, and I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I ended up putting it down. But this takes place in Yale, and it follows a secret society. The two main characters can see ghosts, and they're investigating a murder, I think. So it's got some supernatural vibes to it, another mostly Halloweeny type vibes. But yeah, if I can read any books in autumn, these two I hope the most to get to. This one's been on my TBR forever, and I'm a huge fan of all of Leigh Bardugo's books that I've read so far, so I'm assuming I will enjoy this one as well once I can push through it. All right, so those are all of the questions. I am not going to do any tagging of specific people just because it makes me really anxious to single people out and not name everyone. So if you want to do this tag, feel free. Just make sure that you reference the original video done by the book Belle. Like I said, it's linked in the screen earlier in this video. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video soon. Bye!